Whoa. Hold on a minute. Alright, guys. Glad it's summer '09 now. I'm out of school, and like I promised all of you, for any fans of mine, subscribers, viewers, I'm making more videos this time. Start off with, time for another great Xbox game to review. This time, and today, we're going to cover Malice, a game originally supposed to be cancelled. However, it was released 2 years before it was originally supposed to be released. Anyway, one thing this game is really notable for is the main character, Malice, the girl on the front here, is voiced by Gwen Stefani. Yeah, that's one thing that helped make the game sell, but is it this good? Let's find out. Let's first cover off the story here. The story behind the game is that you play as Malice, who is pretty much a god. Literally. However, as you see here, she's escaping from these evil crow vultures. There's a war going on, and it turns out that there's an evil, all-powerful demon god. This demon god, you probably are wondering right now, as I just said, well, is Dog God. Really cliche name, but it's different unlike other things. Hey, at least it's not some super agile girl who's half naked and always doing whatever the fuck she needs to avenge her family's death or something like that. But anyway, Malice gets killed, and since she's a god, excuse me, she pretty much can never die, and this is something in the game that is true. You can never ever die. Oh, let me just start the volume here.
Let me just put everything else to one side.
And your proper Betty Grim Reaper too.
Undivided attention to you.
God.
Name?
Malice, whatever you want to say.
That's for me to find out, is it? Well, that's no trouble. Checking the records of an entire planet. What's that going to take? Just one.
But yeah, you get the picture. She's brought back to life, and she's got to save the world. And she's headless at this point.
What? No goddesses.
Yeah, she's a goddess.
No goddesses.
Yeah. Next is graphics do definitely help on this game with the nice details. There's some nice shadowing, lighting, and there's some nice details in the weapons and the character models that you see right here on Malice. And also, areas look bright and beautiful as well, unlike this one. I'm about to show you different areas. Here's a better to explain the graphics. As you can see, these enemies look pretty bright and colorful. Purple, white. There's some rusty brown pipes there. Green bricks. Mountainous area. Oh, look at that, a big old tree. See, graphics look pretty nice. Some on Mouse, it's a little bit shiny, I don't know why. Oh well, but anyway, next is on to the game. Alright, now we're on to the gameplay. Gameplay is a 3D, this game is a 3D platformer, so you'll find a lot of 3D platforming elements here. Let me go over the controls, well, since I'm here anyway. The controls are pretty basic. Left analog stick pretty much moves you around. Right analog stick moves your camera. D-pad even works too for moving around. I doubt you'll probably even use it though for anybody out there who's willing to try. A triangle button is used for a magic purpose and to activate some items such as this. A button's pretty much used to jump, and then press it again to do a double jump. Holding R will activate your magic. As you see those big bright balls in the corner of the screen got bigger, yeah, that means your magic. Your blue one pretty much lets you, well, move fast. This is a damn cool power-up, especially when you're in a situation where you're low on health and you need to beat up baddies. Then you can use the B button power-up to, well, pretty much beat enemies more stronger. And the A power makes you float down, so you won't have to, like, you know, die. Like, instantly, like, oh, I fell off, oh, there we go, you see? It's a useful little power-up. However, as you go along the game, you also possess more powers. There's 8 different types of magic in total. The magic bars are represented by the blue circle around the little blue circles, and the thing in the middle you can't see that well is a heart count, which is pretty much your health. there's some puzzles in this game, like this one, for example. You gotta get this robot over here. Pretty much just get him over here. See, basic puzzle. Anyway, back onto our gameplay part. Yeah, you'll pretty much be going through these platform-esque looking areas. And, oh yeah, let's reverse your camera a little bit. Pressing the start button obviously pauses, and the black button actually brings you to a little map, like a little screen here where you can actually see your stats. You find these little heart things called heart jars. Collect 10 of them, which are pretty easy, but they're hard to find. Will get you an extra heart. Then, yeah, pretty much that's all I can say about that, the controls and such. And, oh yeah, then there's these annoying parts. This is one part I hate at the gameplay. This little crank, like, animation. It just gets annoying. Oh, and also you have your basic halogen platformers. There's electrical little circuits here and there, and then there's some, like, acid. And then there's the and then here's the ever so adequate yet usual thing in platformers, getting squished. Yeah, anyway, next up is on to the sound. As you can hear from the sound feels very immersive. You can hear these pistons crash down, you can hear electrical move, you can hear this robot spin. The camera might not be able to pick it up, but you can still hear it in the game. And you swing your hammer. You can hear a little swoosh motion if you listen really carefully from the game. Jumping is pretty much good. Then activating your magic, yeah, you get the little animation sound there. Yep, that's all. Oh, and that's pretty much all I have to say for the sound. And I'm gonna show you guys. When I said when you die, you don't actually die, you can be brought back to life. This is the part where I'm talking about. When you die anywhere in the game, when you lose all your health, basically, when you fall off a pit, you will actually live and you'll just go back up to the top. You'll be given the task to collect 10 of these little soul, like Chinese lantern things. I guess you can call them soul lanterns if you want. Collect 10 of them, and you'll be given pretty much. Actually, hold on right now. Let's just go to the Grim Reaper. Screw it. Now, this is the one part of the game which I do not like a little bit, because honestly, it gets annoying after a while. Because honestly, seriously, you have only one bit of life, and if you get hit once, you're pretty much dead. So you can talk.
Back again? You goddesses! You're an administrative nightmare!
Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a little bit annoying after a while, but sad. Let's get into the score. Well, it's time to give my final verdict on Malice.